754. You know what? Carson Arthur is such an outdoor guy, we had to beg you to be him with us.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Outdoor expert Carson Arthur, don't call him Arthur Carson, is with, it's happened before apparently, is with us now, and we're going to deal with Alberta grass in a second.
Okay.
But we've had the opportunity, finally, in the past, it seems like 10 days or so, spring has sprung, to get on out there. It doesn't cost a ton to get out and get active. You have some essentials you want to cover before we get to anything.
Yeah, let's start off right on the right foot here. Nobody should be out cutting grass in flip-flops.
No.
Let's just stop that right
Safety
now.
first, right?
Safety first. So we're starting to see more and more products coming out that are Canadian designed, Canadian made, and I love that. Even these big boots, they look big and heavy, and everybody's like, oh, I don't want to wear those out cutting the grass. They're composite. They're lightweight. There's no metal in them, which is fantastic. Canadian company called Royer. Okay? Also think about things like gloves, safety glasses, but there's some other things we always forget about, right? Sunscreen. First time out in the year, I always get the top burnt.
Every red face on Monday morning.
Always the case. Bug spray. When you're cutting the grass, you're stirring up a lot of mosquitoes and bugs. They're going to swarm you. And most importantly, pollen at this time of year. Now, people always think, I cut the grass and there's no pollen in there. All the pollen from the trees are coming down onto the lawn. It's sitting there, so as you're cutting it, you're stirring it up. Also things like leaf mold. So I'm always taking Reactin ahead of time. One pill the night before, one pill in the morning of the cutting the grass. Gives me all the defense I need for cutting the grass without any issues.
Plus, as you get older, you could just roll into one of these allergies. You're not sure. So
wow. I'll walk away from that one.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about myself.
Fair enough.
We want to talk about the grass because in my neighborhood, there's a lot of seniors. And I used to think that they were just experts when it comes to the lawn. But no, they have the time to put into it. And in Alberta, it's so difficult to get that lawn green and not spend a million hours. And if you don't know, the price of water is high. So you don't want to be watering it 8 hours a day.
And it's going to get worse. This summer is going to be a hot one. It's going to be even worse than last year.
How can we do it with these and still get that green result?
So the first thing you want to do is you want to set your mower higher. Okay? So I got a mower down here. On the side, you see there's a measurement. Set it at 3 inches or higher for cutting your grass. Now, it seems really awkward.
Yeah, because everybody wants that golf
I know. And Black & Decker's made it really easy with this particular mower because you can just adjust it quickly, cut the grass.
On the fly.
But don't go for the golf course look. Your lawn is not a golf course. Your lawn is a lawn for a house. Thicker is better because it uses less water. Your grass is better at fighting off weeds, better at fighting off grubs, all the things that kill off your grass, even dog urine. Longer grass, you don't get the yellow patches as much. So set it a little longer. It's going to feel shaggier. Your grass is going to be healthier for it.
Speaking of dog urine,
Segue.
I just moved into a new house a couple of months ago. Now they had a couple of big dogs. I have small dogs.
Okay.
My dogs have never ruined the lawn. I'm not sure whether or not, I've got a picture here of my lawn, if that is just the wear and tear because there's another dog on the other side of the fence, or if that's a burn when it comes to the dog pee.
Okay. Wow, that's not something you want to look at, is it? All right, let's be honest.
Thank you. You're not coming over to the barbecue.
I don't think it's anything to do with dogs, so that's a good sign, okay? Do your neighbors have a hot tub?
On the other side of the yard?
Yeah, I would be curious as to where they're draining it. Because I bet you the hot tub is draining down into your space. But there's ways to fix this, okay? Because that looks like specifically damage from either chlorine or bromine, okay? So specific ways to fix it. And one of the easiest ways is to change the grass that's in your yard.
Okay.
Just from that picture, I could tell you've got Kentucky bluegrass. Kentucky bluegrass is the favorite of grubs. It doesn't handle dog urine. Time to switch it out to a fescue or a different blend. Okay? That is going to be the easiest way because fescues in Canada do better. And we're starting to actually segue into that. We're starting to see more retailers selling blended grass seeds. And this is a perfect blended. So this is a perfect
example. We don't want that
example.
for wine, or we want that for...
blended wines work sometimes too.
Okay.
Just saying. Grass seeds that have fescue, Kentucky blue, and ryegrass in them do better in our climate. And you're starting to see more companies like President's Choice investing in Canadian materials, so Canadian plants, Canadian grass seed. The fescue in this will do better in that situation in your yard. It will take over from all the dead Kentucky bluegrass, and it will start getting established. It can handle all the abuse.
But I don't have to do the whole yard. I can just do that section if I want.
So you can, but what I like to do is get a bag of grass seed like this, a bag of topsoil, mix them together in a wheelbarrow, rake it into your yard, the whole yard, okay? Because grubs love Kentucky bluegrass. And in this area, we know we have grubs and chafer beetles. So let's get ahead of them this year and start changing the salad in the buffet to something they don't like to eat. Then they'll move on to the neighbor's yard.
Said buffet, now all I'm thinking about is food.
Yeah, perfect.
Carson Arthur, thank you so much for your time getting green and making it easy for us. Keep it here. Breakfast Television rolls along. News, weather, and traffic around the corner.